Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 360-degree peplum flare sleeve. Okay, so the one I'm going to be making in this video is two-step, just like as you can see on my dress. So this also applies to those who want to make one step as well. Okay, it's still the same process. So if you want to make 3 steps, 4 steps, it's still the same process. Just watch out and pay attention to what I'm going to be showing you. And please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe if you end up enjoying this video, or if you want to see more of sewing and cutting tutorials on this channel. So let us dive into this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold my fabric into 2. So as you can see, I have a lot of fabric, but I just went ahead to fold it into 2 like this. The part I'm going to be using is where I'm folding, not too long, because I'm going to be cutting the short one first. After folding it, I'll go ahead and refold it like this again. Hope you guys just saw what I did, how I folded it. So after folding it into 2, I went ahead to fold it again, and the next thing is to go ahead and cut it out, just like as you can see me doing. So this part left is the part I'm going to be using for the first short peplum flare. So I'm just going to go ahead and place my tape at the edge like this. That is the point, this pointed area. I'll place my tape on it like this. I will measure 9 inches. So the first flare, I don't want it to be too long. It's going to be 8 inches. Then 1 inch sewing allowance, that is 9 inches. So you can make it as long as you want. I'll go ahead and mark a point, placing my tape on the point that is the edge like this. Still placing my tape like that. I'll go ahead and chalk it round. I will chalk 9 inches round, just like as you can see me doing. So once I was done, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to cut it out. After cutting it out, I'll go ahead and notch the tip like this point here. Then I will open it up. Please pay attention to what I'm about to do right away. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across this line like this. Like I'll mark something like a cross or a plus sign like this. Then I'll cross my ruler and mark it to this side like this and this other side. Please pay attention to what I'm about to show you. We're about to do calculation. Okay, so right now I'm about to divide my armhole. There I will explain further. My armhole is 18 inches. 18 inches divided by 6.28. So divide your armhole measurements by 6.28. So my armhole is 18 divided by 6.28 is going to give me 2.9 inches. So I'm just going to come to this center front. I will mark 2.9 inches from here to this other side. It's like this. So I'm just going to mark a line here so it will be visible. Now from this point that I just marked here, I will place my tape on it like this. I will mark 2.9 inches round. Okay, so I'll mark 2.9 inches like this. I will just mark it again. I will just mark it round, just like as you can see me doing. So for you, if yours is 3 inches or 4 inches, that is what you will also mark round. Just make sure your armhole is correct before dividing it. Okay, so I will mark 2.9 inches round like this. So I'll go ahead and connect the points together. So this part is the part I'm going to be cutting out. This part here, this upper part, is the part that's going to be at the middle of your shoulder. Okay, so this part is this part we are going to be dividing into 2, which is going to be under your armhole area. So if we do not draft it like this, maybe if we do not cut it out from one side, after sewing it, you discover that the down side will be longer than the upper side. Okay, that's why I went ahead to do it like this. This is how to cut a peplum if you don't want the down side to be longer than the upper side. So after cutting it, after sewing it, you understand. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this part I just marked out. I'll place my scissors on the notch I made at the middle today. I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. Okay, so after sewing it, it will be perfect on your shoulder or your armhole area. So once I was done, I'll go ahead and fold another fabric into 2. So I will advise you should cut all the pieces before cutting the armhole first. So you will see that the way I folded it, I went ahead to fold the part that I cut inside. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So the area that has the armhole area is folded inside. So I'll go ahead and place it on another fabric folded into 4. just the same way I folded the first one, that's how I went ahead to fold the second one. So I'll place it on it like this, then we'll cut it out. So for me, I will advise you should cut out all the 4 pieces first, or the 5 or 6 pieces, or if it's 2 pieces you're going to be using, cut it out before I cut the armhole, so that you don't make mistake. So right now I'm about to cut the bigger peplum of this dress. So to cut the second peplum, I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric, okay, a long fabric like this. So I'm just going to tell you the wideness and the length of this fabric. I'm just going to measure it, so that when you are cutting out on your fabric, you don't end up stressing yourself. So the length, that is the wideness, is 50 inches long and 26 inches wide. Okay, so go ahead and cut a fabric that is 26 inches wide and 50 inches long. Go ahead and fold it into 2 like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it into 2, because I'm going to be cutting the 2 sleeves together. I'll go ahead and fold it like this again to 2. After folding it into 2 like this, I'll go ahead and refold it like this. So it's very easy. Just go ahead and follow up with what I'm doing. So once I was done folding it, I will go ahead and place the smaller peplum on it like this. So the side that is closed, one side closed will be facing this side, and these 2 parts closed will be facing this side. Okay, so just go ahead and place your peplum on it rightfully, so that you don't end up making mistake. So once I was done, I'll go ahead and use my pin and pin it down before taking the full length of the big peplum, or the longer peplum. So I'll go ahead and place my tape on the tip like this and take the full length of this longer peplum. So what I just want is 1 inch difference. So if you want yours to be like 2 inch or 3 inch difference, then you can go ahead and mark it. So at this point I will mark level inches. So once I'm done sewing it, I will have 10 inches. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and mark it around like this. Then after that, I'll go ahead and cut it out, just like as you can see me doing. So after cutting it, I'll go ahead and notch the tip like this. I will notch it. Then I'll go ahead and remove the pins and open it up like this. Okay, as you can see, we have 2 peplum like this. If you fold it the way I showed you, you will end up having 2 peplum for the 2 sleeves. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open it up like this. I'll place the one I cut before. I'll go ahead and trim out the excesses like this on the smaller one. So I'm placing the smaller one or the second smaller one, trimming out the excesses. Then after that, I'll go ahead and cut out the armhole. I'll just use my scissors and put a hole at the center here like this. I'll go ahead and cut it out, just like as you can see me doing. So that is helpful. So I've gone ahead to divide it at the smaller part, okay, at the shoulder part. Then I also went ahead to cut out the lining for each of this peplum. Right now I'm going to take this peplum to the sewing machine and sew it like this. I will sew it like this with half an inch. I will sew it like this with half an inch. Then I will sew it around like this. Okay, I actually showed you guys on the sewing tutorial. So if you want to know how I made this beautiful gown dress, go ahead and check out for the tutorial video. I already have it there on my channel. So I also showed you guys how to sew it on that video as well, but I'm going to be showing you in this video. It's not bad. So I'll go ahead and sew it. After sewing it, I'll go ahead and turn it out, then go ahead and iron it. After ironing it, you go ahead and top stitch on it and match it like this round. So I'm going to be doing that for the 4 peplum. So I've gone ahead to sew the up like this, as you can see. I'll go ahead and place the smaller peplum on top of the bigger peplum like this. If you're a beginner, please pin it down so you don't make mistake. Even if you're a pro, please pin it down. So I'll take it to the sewing machine and sew it. Okay, so I will also go ahead and pin the second peplum down like this. Then I will take it to the sewing machine and sew it with half an inch. I will sew it with half an inch like this. Now this is my gown, okay, which I'm going to be attaching it on. I will fold my peplum into 2 like this, just like as you can see me doing. I will notch the center. So that center where I notch, I will place it on the shoulder. I will pin it round and sew it. So if you want to see how I made the gown as well, how to cut and sew the gown, the video is already up there on my channel. Click on my profile picture, then you are going to see video section, playlist and all that. So click on videos. You are going to see a lot of my videos, so click on it and watch my other tutorials. Thank you very much for watching to this extent, and this is how the dress came out. So beautiful and nice. See you on my next video. Bye.